Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a very exciting topic, visual reality, or VR, and how it is used in education. I will also talk about the benefits and limitation of this technology. So let me start with a simple question. Have you ever tried a VR headset? Maybe for gaming, watching videos, or just for fun? Well, visual reality is a technology that created a 3D computer-made world that you can see and interact with. When you wear a VR headset, it feels like you are inside that world. You can look around, move, and sometimes even touch your whole visual objects. In education, VR is becoming a new trend. It is used to help students learn better, with more fun and more real experience. I chose this topic because I believe VR will change the way we learn in the future. Many students today find it hard to focus in class or feel bored with textbooks and long lectures. But with VR, learning can become more fun, active, and visual. In my showcase, I will explain both the benefits and limitations of using VR in the classroom. Now I will introduce the 5 main parts of my showcase. The first one is VR technology basics. First, how does VR work? VR needs both hardware and software. The hardware includes the headsets, controllers, and sometimes motion sensors. The software is the program or app that creates the 3D environment. When students wear the headset, they enter a visual space where they can see objects, hear sounds, and sometimes even interact with the things around them. Next, let's talk about how VR is used in classroom. VR can be used in many subjects. For example, in history, students can walk through ancient cities or see what life was like 2,000 years ago. In science, they can go inside the human body, look at atoms, or explore outer space. In language learning, VR creates real-life situations for speaking and listening practice, like visiting a visual supermarket or airport. This helps students understand better and remember more. VR makes these lessons more real and interesting. It helps students remember more because they see and do things, not just listen. In part 3, let's talk about real-life examples of VR in education. Let me give you 2 real examples. The first one is Google Expedition. It lets students take visual trips to different places in the world. They can visit museums, forests, or famous cities, all from their classroom. The second one is Labster. This is a VR lab for science students. It helps them do visual experiments without real lab tools. It is safe and cheaper than a real lab. These tools show how VR is already helping students in real schools. And in this part, I also want to talk about how VR helps different types of students. Some students learn best by seeing. Others learn better by doing things, not just learning or reading. VR gives both of these students a better way to learn. For example, a student who finds it hard to understand a science book can use VR to see how the human heart works in 3D. Another student who loves building things can use VR to create objects or solve puzzles in visual world. Also, shy students may feel more confident speaking in a visual language class. They don't feel as nervous as they do in real life. So, VR helps more students enjoy learning in their own way. Now it is the part 4. Let's conclude the benefits of VR in education. VR has many good sides. First, it makes learning more fun and active. Second, students can get a real feeling of places and objects. Third, it is very good for online learning, especially when students study from home. Fourth, it helps visual learners who learn better by seeing. And in part 5, let's talk about the limitations of VR in education. VR also has many problems. The first one is the cost is high. Good VR headsets and apps are expensive. And second, some students feel dizzy or tired when using VR for a long time. Third, the learning content is still limited. Not all subjects have good VR programs yet. And fourth, also, not every school has enough money or tech support to use VR. So, while VR is very exciting, we still need to solve some problems before every school can use it. In conclusion, virtual reality is a powerful tool that is slowly changing how we learn. It helps students understand hard topics by showing them in 3D and letting them explore with their own eyes. VR make learning more active, fun, and real. It is great for many subjects like history, science, and even language learning. Students can visit places, do science experiments, or speak with visual people. This kind of learning helps them remember more and enjoy class. But we also need to remember the problem. Not every school can buy VR tools. Some students feel dizzy, and not every subject has good VR content yet. Teachers also need training to use VR well. Still, I believe VR has a big future in education. As the technology gets better and cheaper, more schools will use it. In the future, maybe students from all over the world can learn together in the same visual classroom. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy learning about virtual reality in education.